Welcome to Luvely Locks. Today I have a brand new piece by Amore, which is part of the Renea Paris brand, the Adirans brand. It's part of their new spring collection. This is called Hayden, and I'm so happy that I was able to get her. I got her, it seems like right as they released, their advertising for her. So I don't know, I'm really thankful. But okay, I love Melted Marshmallow. I'm obsessed with this color. And I had a piece called Hudson, which if you look at some of my other videos, you look up Hudson, I had Hudson and Melted Marshmallow. I wasn't a fan of those curls, and so I messed with her, and she was a lot of hair, so I thinned her, I flat ironed her, I got her looking really good. But their lace, that cap just made me itchy. So I never even wore it out of the house. I think I wore it to the park like once, but I just never wore it out of the house because it was just so itchy. And they have a piece called Callie because she's long and wavy, because you could say, well, why don't you just get Callie? But Callie, she was 100% hand tied, but their mono top, it was just so wonky. I think that piece is getting discontinued actually, if I'm not mistaken. But it was so wonky, like you could see they had like 3 hairs to a hole, and there was no parting space. It was just black, like hand tied cap. So it just, as soon as I put it on, I was like, I can't do it. So I returned it immediately. And I've been waiting for a piece like this to come out. So they've had some other pieces that are longer, but it's still the same cap and lace from what I've been told. I think like Layla and maybe like another piece. And then there's another one that came out, I think, with the same collection. And it's, I think it's called Kayla, and that is in, that's 100% hand tied, but it has the lace. So I had to choose, because this one, and I'm gonna take this cap off, this is open wefted, and has a double mono top, no lace front. So it was either between this or Kayla, which is a 100% hand tied cap, but their lace. So their lace makes me pretty itchy and scratchy, which is why I've sold, I think, all my pieces now. So I figured I would give this a shot. It's not as long as I would like it to be, but it's still good. This is like an Alexis length, and I love Alexis by John Arnault. So that's why I figured I would like this one too. So let's talk about Hayden. So as you can see, I would call this shoulder length. And, so shoulder length, very soft, feminine waves. Now, I don't know if this is a little bit of box hair, because it's kind of sticking out. These look really nice, but we might have to maneuver that. So we'll have to see. I might put this steamer to it. Her hair was all over the place, so I did use a steamer in the back, and I probably should have steamed this some more. Maybe I did. And then I changed my parting. That could have been. But I want her to go this way. So, but yeah, she's got these layers, and it's just very soft and feminine, and just not overly done up. So it's not like this is just date night hair. You can wear this to work hair. You can wear it for everyday hair. It's beautiful, but it's not over the top as far as the wave pattern. And this cap, so I'm gonna take this cap off right now. This cap is a double mono top, and it's open wefted. So there's no lace front. So look at this. This is a really nice, this is soft, and this is silky. It's not scratchy at all. And then it's got this right here, so you could put tape right there to help hold this down. But this is why I wanted to give this a shot, because it had the double mono top, which really makes the scalp look so realistic. It's got your basic, you can tell I still didn't cut that little part off all the way. It's got that basic wefting right there. Ooh, that's some hair poking out already. No extended nape. No extended nape, so no, there's no metal stays back there on these regular adjusters. The thing I'm worried about the most with this piece is their ear tabs. Their ear tabs have hair right there, and it's not velvet lined. So if you guys seen any of my other videos, you know I become a fan of velvet lined ear tabs because most of Adoran brand, which is Noriko, Rene of Paris, and Amore, don't have velvet lined ear tabs. So that was my concern, but I love this piece so much that I just thought I'd give it a shot. Maybe if everything wasn't itchy on it, then I could endure it. So we're gonna see. I just got this piece, so I haven't really been able to wear her around. So I want to talk about this cap. This cap, I'm pretty sure is for petite only. It fits my head. I even had to let those tabs out a little bit, and normally I don't ever have to do that because my head is between 21 inches and 21.5 inches. So normally I don't have to even touch that, but this one, it was a little tight, so I had to let it out. So I honestly, depending on how your head shape is, I don't know if this is gonna work if you're a larger sized head, and medium, you're gonna have to let this out as far as you can. You know, and maybe with large, if you just get it wet and stretch it out, maybe that will help. But one other thing that I need to point out, look at that. So there is a whole bunch, it feels like a bubble up here. Everything else is snug, but right here there's all this extra space. And honestly, what I think that is for, I think that is for people who have hair and they want to wear a wig, and so they put it up in like a ponytail up here, or like a bun, or however they do it. And I think that's why that space is there. So, and it's just like, I feel like when I lift the hair up, the wig is going with it. So if, you know, what I'm going to do with this piece is I am going to remove the wefts up there so it won't have that bubble, because that bubble is going to drive me nuts. And this is a good quality wig and you pay good money for it, and I want perfection. So I'm going to take some wefts out. And if you, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a few other videos out there on how to do that. But if you really want me to do that, leave a comment below so I know that people actually want to. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna film it. Because look at, I feel like it's getting darker up front. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Look at that double mono top. That, I mean, that is like perfection, you guys, and it's like that all over. So you know, if you pull this piece up, like, you know, you did like a little bob of some sort, or like clips like that, you totally could do that, and it still looks like scalp. I love these side sweat bangs. Now, the only thing I have with this, and if you see my Alexis's, you see me do the same thing. If you have some hair that you can pull out, do it, because especially with these double mono tops that don't have the lace front. See how right here I just have this hair pulled out? Now I gotta let that hair grow a little bit more so it's not almost like spiky, but that helps give it such a realistic look. Now I know what you're thinking. You can see right there that line, and what it is, I think that compared to the Jon Renau Alexis, I think there is too much hair. I think there's a lot of hair right here, and so what I'm probably going to do is just pluck just a little bit, just to make it look that much more realistic. I'm going to pluck right at the edge, which most people would never do, but if you can break that up, then you see how it's like scalpy looking, and then there's just that. I think that would help make it more realistic. So I'm gonna try that. But if you could see, and I don't even have that much hair to pull out, you guys. But you can see just like right there that just helps it. So if you are going to like do that throughout the day, I really need to steam these bangs. But if you are going to do that, at least you can see that. And this scalp, having people see the scalp and having to, you know, being able to see hair like that helps make this look realistic. You don't want people like look at your hair all day thinking it looks like a wig. You know, that's why these kind of wigs cost more, because it looks realistic. And, you know, if you just get like a $30, $40 wig, I mean, for one, I think they're a lot more itchier. They don't have extra bells and whistles, which the extra bells and whistles make things look realistic. You know, they're gonna have no mono top, no mono part. So to replace that, there's lots of hair up there, and it gives you that nest look, like that bird's nest look. And that doesn't look realistic. And if you have that and no lace front, it doesn't look realistic. There's some ways you could probably make it look good, depending on who you are, your personality, what kind of hair you had before. But for the most part, it doesn't look realistic, and it screams wig. And you can't get upset when it's a $40 wig and it looks like that. You know, these wigs, I mean, if you think about how much time it takes to make these things, I'm surprised they're as cheap as they are, because they go into so much, you know. I mean, you could pay a couple $1,000s for a human hair wig, and I am still shocked that these wigs aren't more, because I just can only imagine how much time and effort goes into making these things. So, you know, it's save your money, sell some stuff, do what you can to get a good quality wig, because if you want it to look realistic, and if you feel like it looks bad and people are looking at your wig, you're gonna feel more insecure, and you're not going to want to, like, you're just not gonna be happy. So I encourage you to save your money for the good quality wigs, and you will not be disappointed, because it just looks realistic. I had wore Ignite. I wore John Rono Ignite to work, thinking that nobody would, you know, think it was a wig, but they all knew it was a wig immediately. And they're like, well, it's just that area up there that looks fake. And it was right where, well, there's no parting. You can't see any scalp up there. So it's just something to think about when you're looking for wigs, and why you can't find a good quality wig that looks real for 40 bucks. You know, it just doesn't. I'm just gonna be honest about that. So, gosh, I really hope you guys think this lighting is good. It is so hard to try and do these videos during the right time of the day, make sure I'm able to do it at that time, you know, get the lighting right. And I feel like there's like clouds are changing or something, but I really hope you guys can see this color. You know, so let's go on to the color, the Melted Marshmallow. This is I think this is like my favorite blonde. Can I say that? I think it is my favorite blonde, because it's just, look at this. So it's a darker root, but it's not that bad. I would compare this to, let me see. You see how dark it is? It's definitely not black. Oh, look at that realistic scalp. Oh my goodness. I would say this is probably like, I want to say between a 6 and an 8. It is dark, and I will tell you, when I first tried this on, it was probably like the 3rd or 4th wig that I owned, and I felt like it was too dark. I wasn't used to it, but it was also on Callie, and her little parting mono top thing just was not going to work. So because of those 2 reasons, it was too dark for me. I wasn't used to it. But there's some tips. If you have lighter hair, you know, you can use those little, like a little bit of eyebrow makeup just to help. Believe it or not, it does make a difference. And if you're worried about that, like doing that to your eyebrows does help. Just keep that in mind. So I would say this is between a 6 and an 8. And then it ombres into this beautiful sandy blonde. And then it goes into the ashy blonde. It's gorgeous, you guys. And you know, if this whole wig was like this ashy blonde, I don't think I could get away with it. But because it has the darker, and then this blonde, the sandy blonde is very neutral. So it'll go good with all skin tones. And then it looks like a melted marshmallow. It really does. And I love this color. I've loved it since the first time I saw it. It wasn't one of those colors where at first I was like, and then I loved it. I've loved this color since the beginning. So it's just look at it. I mean, it's so beautiful, and just, oh, look at it and its gloriousness of melted marshmallow color. It's so beautiful. It is such a pretty blonde. And I don't want to say it's pretty. It is gorgeous and unique, and I don't think I've seen its equal. So you have got to try a melted marshmallow. I think most skin tones could probably pull this off. But she is just gorgeous. This is a gorgeous style. This is not a cute style. This is gorgeous and sexy and flattering. And once I remove some wefts so there's not this big bubble thing on top, she's gonna be perfect. These fibers feel amazing. It feels very similar to like Alexis's fibers by John Ardell. That's what I think anyways. So it doesn't feel like it's gonna be a big issue of tangling either. So that's really good. So yeah, she's beautiful. If you wanna feel beautiful, get a Hayden. I don't know if she's gonna work if you have a big head, but if you have a petite head, she's your girl. If you have a petite head and you have hair that you're trying to hide, this will be perfect for you. I'm gonna have to remove the wefts, and it's not that hard, you guys, trust me. So, but I'm gonna have to get that bubble gone, and I really hope that these ear tabs, I can not make them itchy. I wonder if I glue like a nylon wig cap. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I might just have to forgo the itchy ear tabs because this color is just gorgeous and I'm so excited about it. So anyways, thank you. If you watch this to the very end, I really appreciate you taking the time, and I hope that the lighting, you can see the color really good. I do the best I can do it next to outdoor lighting, and this wig is gorgeous. She's worth every penny, and I encourage everyone to try her out. So thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day.